right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kresge, and I'm a first-year MBA student here at MIT Sloan.
And I'm John Casey. I'm a second-year biological engineering student.
And we are honored to welcome you to the grand finale of this year's MIT 100K Entrepreneurship Competition, where we will find out who will be crowned the winner of the Robert P. Goldberg Grand Prize. Now, in case you hadn't noticed yet, I am from the United Kingdom. I actually moved over to the US around about 9 months ago, for many reasons. One of them was to get away from all this royal wedding madness. But to be honest with you, I'm not so sure I did. You Americans love your royals, which is great. But the real reason why I came to the US, and especially to MIT, is because of the draw of its entrepreneurial spirit. No other country in the world celebrates and promotes entrepreneurship quite like the US does. And no other nation has contributed more innovation over the last century. This is no accident. And now that we're here at MIT, I can see why that's the case. And I think it's fair to say that, MIT really does have entrepreneurship in its DNA. You see, students here are encouraged to think outside the box, to take risks without a fear of failure, to believe in themselves, and to persevere, especially when the going gets tough. That is why over 1 million people today, all around the world, are currently employed by companies that were founded by MIT alumni. Now, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for quite a few people here. We have the MIT Entrepreneurship Center. Exactly. You weren't supposed to applaud yet, but that's fine. We can accommodate that. The Venture Mentoring Service. Okay. The Deshpande Center and the Legatum Center. The MIT Enterprise Forum. All the professors who teach ventures classes across campus, and many of whose teams end up featuring in the 100K. And last, and by no means least, our fellow students who are leading clubs that are devoted to promoting and supporting entrepreneurs in our community.
So we certainly we benefit greatly from the extremely entrepreneurial community that's around us. And those of you that have been with us for the past few months have seen it's been a bit of a banner year this year for the 100K. We've hit some high marks. It started with the elevator pitch contest back in October. And there we had a record number of entries, over 300 from 23 different universities around the country. And you'll actually be hearing from the winner of that contest. He's continued to do pretty well with us. We moved forward from there into our executive summary contest. And at that point, we had over 180 executive summaries that were submitted to us. That culminated on February 10th, and then teams had a couple of really packed weeks to get their stuff together and get ready for what is still the largest student business plan contest in the world. And so at that point, we gave them a little bit of preliminary coaching. We had legal analysts, we had venture capitalists, we had entrepreneurs that could give us preliminary feedback. We had events for them to really get to know each other, exchange ideas, get feedback from other students, maybe help form their team a little bit and really get set for the intense 2 months that followed. And then they submitted their plans. At that point, we entered what I'll call idea marination, right? Where they get to soak up all of this great feedback and entrepreneurial wisdom from the community that Kresge is talking about, that MIT really fosters. And so that was mentors that are both legal, mentors that are industrial. That was events that were held by our excellent platinum sponsors, Morse, Barnes, Brown, Pendleton, and Brown Rudnick. They got feedback on things like how to hire, right? What considerations do you need to have when you're starting a company and you want to start hiring employees? How do you protect your IP? They got more potential investors to feedback on how their idea was doing. They got to meet startup superstars, like the guy that started Monster.com, Jeff Taylor. So we had a lot of really great things that people were able to get some feedback and really get their groove during those couple of months, and then that ended pretty abruptly a couple of weeks ago, and they submitted their final business plans. At that point, we had an elite panel of six different panels, to be exact, of judges. And so that was emerging markets, that was mobile, that was life sciences, that was web and IT, that was products and services, and of course our great friends, the Clean Energy Prize, which held also a stellar contest this year for our energy track finalists. And so that all happened last week, and what you're going to see in a few minutes is really the best of the best. Some of the brightest minds in the community, the 6-track winners, will be giving you their ideas. And because the organizers really have so much time on their hands, and because we love giving away money so much, we added a couple of new prizes this year. So you'll hear a little bit more about the Link Data Prize and the U-Pitch Prize. Those are new assets to the 100K that we're very proud of and we're very excited about, and you'll be hearing more about in just a little bit. But over the next couple of hours, you're going to see over $200,000 given away in cash prizes and some presentations from some of the brightest minds around. So I hope you're really excited about that.
Okay. I'm very excited, John.
That's good. Glad you are.
I'm very